In this episode, we'll be looking at the Commodore 64 version of the game Commando, which came out in 1985. The music was created by Rob Hubbard, is considered one of the masterpieces of SID music in the 1980s. However, it's the second song, which is used for the high score screen, that I'm going to be performing today. Alright, and the keyboard of choice today is the Yamaha PSR-32. This is from 1987, and it is a large keyboard, but don't be fooled into thinking it's a professional keyboard. It uses the same YM3812 synthesizer chip that a lot of the smaller kids' keyboards used at the time. I suppose the main advantage of this keyboard over one of those is that it does have 61 keys, which gives a little bit more range of notes available. In order to get the best sound, I'll connect the RCA jacks on the rear and plug those into my Zoom H4n sound recorder, which is connected to this laptop via USB. I'll be using Audacity to record and mix the tracks. Now, looking at the original song, Rob Hubbard did some fascinating things here. Obviously, the SID version only has 3 voices. You have your main melody, then you have a background tune, and then you have the bass line shared with the snare drum. So this PSR-32 only has 32 instruments to work with, so let's see what I can figure out. This background voice here is the strangest one. Listen to this carefully. Let me use Audacity to slow this down so you can clearly hear what's going on here. So each note is like a tap on a hi-hat or something like that, followed by a note that quickly alternates octaves. So I can do the hi-hat on a separate track, and I don't think I'm going to bother with the octave altering thing. Okay, as for the snare drum, it seems to be kind of drawn out, almost as if it had a lot of reverb added. Well, and since I don't like, out of principle, using any post-processing on this, because I like to have everything play like it's live, I got to figure out some way to lengthen the sound of the drums. So my idea is just to use 3 successive drum hits like this. For the bass, I'm going to use the brass instrument. For the background tune, I'm going to use the harpsichord. For the main melody, I'll use the clarinet. And I'm just going to add in some vibraphone just because I think it sounds cool. Okay, and so here's the performance. The song is surprisingly easy to play, probably because of the slow tempo. An interesting tidbit about that is that I grew up in the USA where we have the NTSC system. Now on the Commodore 64, NTSC songs always played faster than the versions in Europe on the PAL system. And so I actually grew up hearing this song considerably faster. But on the performance, I decided to go ahead and play it like the PAL version because I'm pretty sure that's the way Rob Hubbard originally intended it to be played. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. You're going to get to see another rendition of that coming up soon because I'm going to play a Commando on at least one of the keyboard, probably a Casio, so you'll see that next time. And don't forget to check out on SoundCloud and Facebook, and I'll see you next time.